Hi guys. Today I welcome you to my trading journey. I've been working on this project for the past 2 years. It is just automating the ICT and SMC strategies using Python as a quant trader. I have not been in this game for a long time. I have been trading for like the past 3 years, and then the first year was trading, and then I started thinking, how about I develop something that can be able to do that for me? Yeah. So I have coded most aspects of ICT and SMC. So name it, all of it, like liquidities, fair value gaps. We have breaker blocks, candle range theory for each time frame, like all those aspects, kill zones, all that time, and and now that is the basic, sessions. Oh, those are just the basics, right? So when you come into strategies, I haven't used a lot of strategies. I'm a simple guy. I mostly use liquidity. So like currently, I'm running three strategies here, and two of them are using liquidities, and the liquidity that I use are equal highs and range of highs and equal lows or range of lows when they are swept, and then I enter into the lower time frame. Now what I add is another confluence like direction or the strength of order block. So I have coded volume for each order block, so you can be able to get high probability order blocks. So I'm gonna go into details on that, but for now, let's just because it is an introduction. You must see what I do every day, what my bots do every day. This is like the last trade it has put is just like this is like how many minutes ago. It is not that long actually. It is like yeah, yeah, 20 minutes ago. This trade was like 20 minutes ago. So basically, you see, let's see. This is a 50 index, volatility 50 index. So we just want to trace like the strategy, and then I can let you know. So my strategy has a confluence. So where you see C, okay, so this is the basic strategy one. So this is not like it doesn't use liquidity. This one, it is just like if chalk happens in 15 minutes and chalk happens in 3 minutes, we enter a trade in 3 minutes. So that is what is happening here. So let us see if it placed a trade, and let's see what happened. So this is, as you can see, is, and then we will go into that 15 minutes, which we check chalk happened, in 3 minutes we check chalk happened, and then it placed a trade where it's supposed to, because now I can be able to show you here. Yeah, here. So in the strategies, first let me apologize. Oh, sorry. First, let me show you here what we have. So we have, it was a sell. Okay, let me check again. It was what trade was it? This was a buy. It was a buy. So let's check on that. It was a buy. So 3 minutes, bullish chalk, 3 minutes bullish chalk. So final entry is what? bearish bias order block. For me, the bearish BB is just the Cosmodo area. So for those who understand it, like, this is an overview. If you want me to go deep, I can go deep with time, but for now, even the overview is gonna take a long time because there's so many things in ICT. So this is just, this is a simple chalk shock strategy. And okay, so 3 minutes ATR. So those are just for making sure you enter at a good entry places so that you cannot be stopped at most of the time. And bullish order block, you know order blocks, yeah. So you just put below bottom. You see, you place your stop loss bottom, and then you add the ATR, so minus, because it is a pi, so it is less. You know, all those factions. So this is so interesting when it comes to it. So basically, let's just go into the chart and we check it out. We are supposed to check it out and see what we have. What we have, because because I am not okay. So let me see if it is, yeah. So okay, so I'm trying to look for this screen and then look for that volatility 50. Sorry, so sorry for this. So I'm using the review, and this is a demo account. So okay, so volatility 50. This is 50 perfection. So you see there is a trade here that lost, but so we are here. So we want, what we want is um 15 minutes choke. This, it swept like this and it created choke above, and an entry is where, and then there is 3 minutes choke. So you can see it is almost the same, like 3 minutes choke. So they're happening at the same time. So entries are the Cosmodo area. So this candle, you can see this candle where it closed. You see it closed here. So that is where my entry is. And like, that is what I showed you in my I showed you here, like in my entry, because this is a now for me, the way I've coded it, I have named it bearish bios BB. That's breaker block, and that is where my entry is, and the close. So there's high, there's, that candle. You can choose where you place your stop loss. Like, there's a lot of things that I've coded, details for each candle, you know understanding, all of those. And okay, so and for the stop loss is below. So let's see where it placed the stop loss, right? So we can just go here, and as you can see, here, it placed slightly below. So for me, I consider this as an order block. So because it is the last candle before this went up, so it is here, right? And then a few. So this one is caused by the ATR. I'm using ATR of a very minimal ATR of 0.3. It depends on the the pip value for this, uh, for this index, because different pairs have different reactions to the market. So here, let's see, we have this, and now let's see, this trade is supposed now to pick from here, and then the TP is supposed to be the high of the 15 minutes. So if it is not the high of the 15 minutes, which was this one, because this is not like 1:5, it doesn't give 1:5. That is what I have put for now. So if it does not give 1:5, it puts a custom 1:5, and then now from here, and then when it starts trailing from down here, when we move up a few, like 1:2, it stops, it changes this stop loss, it moves up to there, it blocks the profits, continues up to here. So even if it doesn't reach here and you reached maybe 1:3, that is pretty good. So, but for now, for the trailing stop loss, it's gonna move like 0.05. So that is like something that can be, can help you lock in real profits. Like, but for me, my break even is at 3 for now. So, so yeah, that is why I always targeting a, a 40% win rate can really uh, change my life, you know. So this is pretty interesting actually. So so this is like something that is ongoing right now. It is not something that I have like simulated or something. Yes, you can see the trade is still moving. So in 15 minutes, it did what it made chalk, right? And then in 3 minutes, it did the same. It is chalk, right? It is chalk. So which means even if you get my point. Even if even if this one even if this one made another, like let's say another here before that one finished the chalk, this wouldn't have been like it wouldn't have been like a trade to be entered, right? So 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 that is our trade. Now the interesting part of it, can you consider this? So there's other strategies that I use liquidity. See here how it swept liquidity. All these are liquidities, right? Now when it comes to liquidities, I'm gonna do that. This is not the strategy that is doing that, because we are looking at the last strategy, but I'm pretty sure there is another strategy that has maybe placed this trade, but unless the liquidities are in 15 minutes. So for me, in 15 minutes, this one doesn't consider as a strategy, like as liquidity or this. But here in 3 minutes, we can see we have this. So I have time frames that I work with, for example 3 minutes and 15 minutes, and then 1 hour, and daily. And so those are separate, and then now there's another ones for 5 minutes, and 30 minutes, and 4 hours, and weekly. So so yeah, those are the time frames. So I don't want to overcomplicate myself. I just want as like to make it as simple as possible. But now let me show you now something that is interesting. Something that is interesting. So for the backtest that I've done so far, I can be able to show you the logs. I have the logs here, and these logs, wow, this is a lot. So basically, these are the logs that I have. So this is volatility 75. I've done only for volatility 75 and the gold. So these ones seem to perform pretty good. So I was using just chalk, and then I was creating a strategy out of it to see which ones are performing best, because these things you must go hard and hard, and you must save every detail, every minute detail about it, because it can save you the everything. So we can come here, as you can see. So you can see here like how it is performing. You go so this one had around 55 win rate for 1:3, And this was instant execution. And but there can be like okay, instance, but for the market, I trade like trade limits. I don't instant execute. I placed trade limits. So yeah, you can see here it is market execution type. You can see loss, loss, win, 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 loss, loss. So this is pretty amazing. It can be able to tell you the PNL. And let me just turn this into a table so that it can look pretty good. So here, let's go. Here you can be able to see, for example, for a winning trade. I just want to choose one. Let's just go to the first one and see, did it win or lose. And then we see into details why did it do that. So we have the first one, right? And you can see it won, like we were risking 5, so it risks less than 5, and then it achieved that 14 point that, and then PNL was that amount. So that is pretty cool. Duration, it took 125 minutes. That was almost 3 hours. Wow. 3 hours, really? Yeah, almost. Okay, because no, that is 2 hours and 5 minutes. Let I don't know why it is not scrolling. Yeah. So these are the details. You can come here. You can see this was which session, Sydney, and 3 minutes. We can, in the 3 minutes. What do we have? We have outer block was bearish. That was like there's all this information for each time frame, so you can be able to see. But now you can see this one is cut off because there's a lot of information in here. And and this you can only have it if you have my CSV file. If I open it here, so okay, I haven't opened in a CSV file to see all this information. Okay, so let me just yeah. So for these details, for it to win, why did it win? So you have all the information. Now you can be able to see what really made this win, because all the factors that are supposed to be there are linked to that. So this one is good for making your own strategies, and also being sure that this strategy really works. And I'm gonna stick by it. So that is where I've come up with my strategies. And the good thing about it is that the simpler strategies win a lot, as much as the simpler strategies actually, like liquidity of higher time frame and lower time frame, and entering in the lower time frame at the choke, and so at the Cosmoro area, like it is interesting. So all these are things that quant traders do, but for them it is statistical arbitrage and mean reversion. Yeah, so those, if you're really interested in to be a quant trader, you need to study all that statistical arbitration, mean reversion, and other concepts that are so interesting. But all these things are the same. Is just buy low and sell high, right? Demand zone. Like there is nothing. Everything is about numbers. Everything here, everything I have here, everything I've coded is all on numbers. So this is just an introduction to my journey, and I'm gonna show you every day where we are at, what trades it placed, what trades it won, yeah, what where we lost, where all this, and And like if you need any help, like for those who you really want to locked in, my vision is different. I just want to be in 2020. This is like we are 2025. In the next 2 years, I wanna be like I'm somewhere like I let me say I just want to get out of the matrix. Come on, working to a job like is interesting, but it depends on your goals and everything. So basically, if you're really interested in this, you can join my journey. You don't have to be lonely. I can guide you because I've already done it. For this one, you can see the good thing with me is that I can be able to just follow what is going on. So let like for example here, um, this trade did not be placed because probably the how can I call it, the order block strength is low, like is below average, because I have put order block strength just like as you can see here. For example, let's see in this 1 hour order block, let's see in 1 hour order block, you can see I have this is the bottom, the top, or I mean the top, the bottom, and the strength is 50.1. 50.1. So basically I trade order blocks that are above 50. And if we go to another, let's say, time frame, strength 50, okay, 49, yeah, all this like strength 49, and yeah, so there's a lot to this basically. So I'm running these three processes, these three strategies, and I'm running them in different terminals. For those who understand how MetaTrader 5 works, you can't run all of them at the same time at the same terminal, unless you're not tracking. So because I'm tracking my stuff and I want them to be separate so that I can be able to track them well, I'm gonna just use I'm gonna just use them separately. It can be good for copy trading in the future. So thank you so much for listening to me, and I'm so excited to be in this journey with you. And I know we're gonna do great things for those who really wanna get out of the matrix. So for those who really wanna, um, do things differently. This thing is like, how can I say? Whatever you've learned in trading, you can just automate it. Everything you've learned, because like that is what I have. That is what I have. Sweeping of liquidity, no sweeping of liquidity. There's no liquidity. Like it is everywhere. Like you can be able to see it. Yeah. For example, you can see this here liquidity was swept, but you can see maybe in 30 minutes there were no liquidity here, and that is so valid. Like we can even go and check with you here. So okay, let's just go and check with you. So let me get to this one because I had opened the one that I had stopped. It is this one. Yeah, it might be this one. Is it this one? Let me see. Let me see. I just want us to track like just to confirm that maybe even the liquidities are correct. We can't just do things. Okay, so so what do we have here. So let's just give me a minute. I confirm this. So in the volatility, it was 50 index, right? Let us look for it and use it, because we can just use the one that we have. I think this, yeah, it is this one. Okay, so volatility 50 index, was it? Oh, oh, I have run short of space. Okay, we'll just go to the chart, to the logs, and see it from there. We just see it from there, because I have also the trade logs. I have put it there. So let's see, 50 index, does it have any liquidity? No. Anything that has liquidity must look like this. It should show you. So for this 75, 75, okay, this is volatility 75. Let's go for this set of volatility 75 and check. Please make sure it is the same. Let me make sure it is the same, so that I cannot give you something that is not the same. Okay, so here we have that, and then cut, and perfect. So let's go. Okay, yeah, yeah. So it looks like we even had a small trade here. Let me just remove this and remove all these objects from here and delete all of them. And then what do we do? If you are a developer or not, if you are a trader, you can see liquidity. If you are a trader, you can see liquidity. See, if it didn't even trigger me, but if you are a trader, you can see liquidity. Where is liquidity? These are the equal highs, right? So for me, I know this candle is the one that has swept. So I mark this high and this low of this candle. So that is what my bot does actually. So we can just let me show you now the numbers, and then we can confirm like if it is real. This candle is called swept, like this one is the one that sweeps these liquidities, right? And now this place was placed, and it is gone, man. This is so frustrating. Oh, it is even hitting my TP. This is 1:5. This is 1:5. Come on now. This is but well, it happens, man. But I'm not gonna remove it until my time expires. So let me show you. uh let me show you the let me show you now the give me a minute. Okay, so okay, we want to just a minute. I just put sorry. Okay, yeah. Okay, first, okay, so here we just check that first. Like, let's just check one because this is taking me time to transition. I'm also new using OBS. So let's just check and see, like, was the liquidity real or not. For this one, it was volatility 75, index 0, and here we are just looking. The zone is important. Sorry for that. The zone is important because it tells you, like, now this is the liquidity zone, the high and the low. If the price moves past that, then now you are safe to trade, now you are not safe to trade. That is why I like using liquidity, actually, because I myself have coded it and I know this is the zone that I'm gonna put. And okay, so here we have, like, this is swept, so we have high is 37.86. Okay, let's just do that. 3786, so it is supposed to be 3786. 3786, so this is 3786, the high, so the low of course will be 3757, right? So the low is automatically gonna be 3757, right? 3757. Now you can see, so you already know this has been swept. And even the strategy I say is 15 minutes sweep and 3 minutes. And then once it was swept, what did it happen? How did it place a trade? Once it was swept, we did what? We went into the lower time frame, 3 minutes here. And then what did we do? Chalk, right? And then placed at the close of this Quasimodo, right? That is what I always use. I always use this at this entry, the low, the close. If it was a green candle or a bullish candle, it would have been here. So now, what else do you see? As much as this has gone and it did not trigger my entry, there are those who use 15 and 1 minute. Let's say, for instance, 15 and 1 minute, right? 15 and 1 minute, will it have worked? That is super interesting. Will it depends where the entries for them are. You know, it would have given this first, like, first entry, which would have been, because liquidity has been swept. This would have been a false entry because this is the candle. Remember, this is the candle that swept, like, in 15 minutes. It swept the liquidity and everything. This would have given this false entry, and then it comes here. You can lose this one, but if you can't allow yourself to lose, you cannot get. So even as much as it happened for me, I always use this. I always use a swing length of 4. So that is 4. I check 4 forward, 4 backward. So that is around 9 candles. I check 9 candles for me to determine a swing. So yeah, to make a swing. So this one, so what did it do? Where did it break structure? Where did it make joke here? So my entry would have been here, and still I wouldn't have gotten, which means there is a trade here still. What does it mean? Look, we have these are like highs here. These are like pretty equal highs here. So this is another liquidity. So this entry is not even invalidated. There will be an entry here for sure. We don't know how far it is gonna go, but there will be an entry here for sure, right? Because see, we have liquidity. Yeah, so we are not gonna be so sure about it, but there is a high probability that there was gonna be entry because I trade with the liquidities, and that is what has proven to be profitable with me. So yeah, that is about it for now. So I will be posting like twice a week with something interesting. It is not all about trading and stuff. I'm gonna go to, like, those people who know blockchain a lot. Yeah, like there's an interesting project I'm working on too. Like, but well, yeah, it is all the blockchains on Binance, on Tron, um, Eth, those kind of, so like an exchange platform. So it is something interesting, man. And so I'm gonna help you, like, those really solve really problems with the skill you have. Like meta transactions is something new, and just having that skill can really take you far. Okay, guys, let me see you soon. Have it fun. Bye.